Hi again everyone, Steve Bolden here with the Landscape Design Site. In this video we're going to take a look at some ideas that you could use for landscaping a slope or landscaping a circular drive. This design was actually created for a circular drive on a slope, but actually you could take any of these ideas and use them in different applications, whether it be the shape or some of the planting ideas, or even how we worked with the slope itself. Right here you can kind of see some of the drop that we had to work with. From the front door out here to the street is almost 3 feet, and from this side of the property down to this side where this wall is at is almost a 5-foot drop. From this angle you can get a bigger picture of how much drop we have from this side to this side, and how we used the retaining wall blocks to fix the problem. This type of retaining wall block or this type of wall is a pretty easy do-it-yourself project, probably one of the easiest walls to build, and fairly inexpensive. They're pretty simple to use. Just create a footing, and basically they just stack in together. As long as you don't create too big of a wall. Some of the plants in here for our area. Now you could take and change any of these out to fit your area. But some of these plants that I used, and I just picked about 4 varieties and repeated them throughout the design, which is a simple way to do it. It creates a unity throughout the whole project. Anyway, some of these plants that I used here in this specific project, this red is Diascia, and I don't know if you can see it, but we have lavender. This right here is a lavender that's we have them sprinkled throughout the design. This is Texas sage, red tip yucca, another Texas sage. Don't know if you can see the purple in here, but the purple is verbena, and the gold that you'll see throughout the design is lantana. Now this tree right here is a tutalpa, which is a desert-looking type of low water use tree. The design in here is really just something off the top of my head to keep from, just throwing in a circle, which I guess, just a circle would look good. Pretty much anything in here would look good, but I just kind of did this little curvy thing to kind of keep from just having a circle or a square or anything in there, and it's just kind of off the top of my head. And you could be creative, use pretty much anything in here. Of course, the different color of rock is to create the design and offset it from the rest of it and make it visible. And we did this in a few places throughout. We have it edged with and separated with just your basic brown metal edging, pound-in type of edging that you can get at your home center. And these next few slides kind of give an idea of the overall picture, and how the retaining wall, how we use the retaining wall as a major element to tie the whole design together. Because we have retaining wall in all areas. Even this area up here, which didn't need a retaining wall to fix a slope or anything, but we went ahead and put this small wall in here to make this area fit with the rest of the design. And of course the retaining wall's purpose in here is not just to look good. Of course it's to help create flat areas for planting and to eliminate all the runoff. These two trees are called Mexican elder, and they're a wonderful tree, about a medium small tree, character tree that works very well in our area. It's also a low water use tree as well. When you build a wall like this, of course, you create a footing underneath here to stabilize the wall, and we always build our footings out of concrete. It's real important, if you get your footing level, then you should be able just to come in here and stack these blocks up just like that. As long as your footing is level, the blocks should stack out level. I mean, there is some variation. They're not exactly perfect, but for the most part, from the factory, they are pretty uniform. And we always back our walls with landscaping fabric, and you could use something like plastic, but it is important to back these walls. Otherwise, if you don't back the walls with something like that, then your dirt, when you water this or when it rains, your dirt will come out through these cracks in the walls, because these walls are just, the blocks are just stacked on top of each other. Of course, you could use some kind of sealant like liquid nails or something to hold them together, but with a wall this small, there's no pressure pushing behind it, so it's just a dry stack wall. And of course, we do still have some slope, but you know, this area is sloped. This area is level with the world and with the house. So we have flat areas created here, and we've addressed this slope by creating these flat areas and actually terracing down. Of course, this is still sloped, and we still have, you know, slight angle right here, but nothing drastic and nothing that will hurt our landscaping. This area down in here, of course, helps match the rest of the landscaping. It was kind of an unusual area, but it needed it because there was such a drop off down on this area. So we created that, and it actually helped tie in that area with the rest of the landscaping. And this area of the design I kind of like the most. It's very simple, very clean, very unified. Um, it's the only area in the whole design where I used these small shrubs, which are a gray leaf cotoneaster, and they'll grow about 3 times this size, and they'll take up this area. But I thought they'd be a really nice touch. They're also an evergreen. They'll be a really nice touch for the entryway here. Again, this wall wasn't necessary, just aesthetically to help this area kind of fit with the rest of the landscaping. And again, we have 2 different colors of rock here to help create the entryway and the design. When I drew this out, I made sure that these 2 walls, they match up together, just to kind of create a continuity, as if there was a wall here. These 2 match up, and it kind of helps create the uniformity and how everything fits together in here. You can kind of see it a little better here, how these are perfectly lined up together. Kind of get an idea of the way I plant and how I repeat things quite a bit. You can see how all of this matches up. Anyway, there you have it. Some ideas for landscaping on a slope, or even if you don't have a slope, some walls like this could even be created to create a berm in the middle of a yard or whatever. But just anyway, I hope you got some good ideas that you can use for your landscaping, and you can get a lot of great ideas and more of our designs on our site, thelandscapedesignsite.com, and from landscapingvideos.com. So anyway, check out all of our designs, and look for more videos from us, thelandscapedesignsite.com and landscapingvideos.com.